So ayan guys, para hindi lang hearsays yung ating updates na nanggagaling sa mga small YouTubers, there is a personal email na pinadala ng the YouTube team sa atin, and it says in there, "Hi there, we're reaching out because Google will be required to deduct the United States taxes from payments to creators outside of the United States later this year as early as June of 2021. Over the next few weeks, we'll be asking you to submit your tax information in AdSense to determine the correct amount of taxes to deduct, if any apply. If your tax information is not provided by May 31 of 2021, Google may be required to deduct up to 24% of your total earnings worldwide." So yung payments atin ng Google AdSense by June of 2021, expect na natin na may withholding tax. Pero we need to update our tax information until May 31 of 2021. Failure on our part to update our tax information until May 31 of 2021 will require the Google AdSense to deduct 24% of our total earnings worldwide. Kasi ipipresume ni Google AdSense na we are a US resident creators. Yun lang yun. So after this, I will walk you throughout the Google AdSense. Itutur ko kayo kung paano i-fill up kung paano i-update ang ating tax informations. Okay? So with that, punta tayo sa ating YouTube account. So okay, in Google AdSense, and then click Google AdSense. The browser will lead us to signing in another just to refresh the page. So the browser will lead us to the dashboard of our Google AdSense. So nandito sa the upper portion of the dashboard, a notification that says in there, check if additional tax information is required from you. All YouTube creators and partners are required to submit tax information to ensure any applicable taxes on your payments are accurate. Meaning, para tama yung tax rate na i-apply ni Google AdSense once our revenue is to be paid by the Google AdSense, a correct tax rate is to be used. Okay? Just click Manage Tax Information. Yan, manage tax information. So since nakapag-submit na tayo kanina, and unfortunately we were not able to record that for you to walk through around the form at mag-guide kayo kung paano i-fill up, try nga nating mag-submit ng new form. Kasi tignan nyo, status approved. United States tax information, status approved. So para ma-walk through ko kayo kung paano i-fill up yung form, we just need to click this, submit new form. Yan, start new form. So parang magsa-sign in ka ulit using your using your Gmail account. So ito na yung United States tax information. Yan, to find the right tax form, please answer a few questions. First, the IRS or the International Revenue Standard requires that tax information be reported in letters A to Z or numbers. Meaning, di pwedeng maglagay ng period, comma, or in exclamation point. So, what type of account is yung tinatanong kung anong type of account ng YouTube creator, meaning yung registered owner ng YouTube channel name, kung individual ba or non-individual entity, click individual, because this non-individual entity typically for businesses, just like for example ABS-CBN na piniling platform ang YouTube to broadcast their programs, but definitely we do not fall on this category. We fall tayo sa individual. Click next. And the browser will lead us to another question that asks, are you a citizen or resident of the United States? Of course, no, because we are a Filipino and we are not residing in the United States either. And then, click next. Select W-8 tax form type based on your previously selected answers. Since ang pinili natin is individual, W-8 BAN form ang ating i-choose because this form is most commonly used by non-US individuals and would also be used to claim tax treaty benefits. So, click na natin yung start W-8BN form. And the browser will lead us to this W-8BN tax form, the tax identity. So, ito na yung name of individual, yung registered creator. Tanggalin lang natin yung period tsaka yung comma kasi pag nakalagay yan after finishing this first step, yung tax identity, magre-read ito. Kaya tanggalin nyo yung period or comma. Yung TBA, hindi po yan Doctor of Business Administration, doing business as name or disregarded entity. So, we just leave it there as is. Hindi na natin pipill upan yan. Ito, country of citizenship. Piliin natin, hanapin natin ang Philippines. Okay. Saan yung Philippines? Okay, click Philippines. Philippines. Ito naman, taxpayer identification number. So, sabi dito, a taxpayer identification number is a tax processing number required by the IRS for some tax form. So, if you are claiming treaty, you are required to provide a foreign tax identification number. So, for the information of everybody, the purpose of this tax treaty is for us to claim tax relief, which includes tax exemptions or our entitlement to preferential tax rates for as low as 0% on certain types of income such as interest, royalties, and dividends. Actually, we do have a treaty with the United States para makita natin yung list o di ba? Nandito ang United States of America, meaning to say that Philippines do have a tax treaty with the United States of America, and this treaty was crafted even before, if I'm not mistaken, 1976 pa na-craft ang ating tax treaty with the United States. So, going back to the form, saan na tayo? Eto. So, we just have to enter in this line our tax identification number, which was locally provided by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Okay. So, our tax identification number is a 369 plus form 13 numbers. So, after filling that up, just click next. And we'll proceed to the second step, the provision of our permanent residence address. So, click permanent residence address. The country, Philippines, tama na yan. Yung address 1, fill up, yan. Carriedo, Tayug, city, yung city, postal code. Kung alam niyo yung postal code ng province, ng municipality ninyo or city ninyo, ilagay nyo dyan. Piliin nyo yung pangalan ng province ninyo. Okay, mailing address is same as permanent resident address. So we're done. Just click next. And we'll proceed to step number 3, the tax treaty. So tinatanong dito if are you claiming a reduced rate of withholding under a tax treaty also. Nakikita nyo guys na ang pinaka ultimate purpose ng tax treaty is to reduce your tax rates or even tax exemption because of the presence of our tax treaty with the United States. So we need to select yes. Just click yes. Of course, check resident of country claiming treaty with the US. Ibig sabihin, we are a resident of the Philippines resident of the Philippines claiming treaty with the United States. So, we need to state in here our country of residence, which is Philippines. Choose from among the enumerations of countries here, Philippines. And then we'll proceed to the next conditions. Nandito, special rates and conditions. Sabi dito, you may be exempt or have taxes withheld at a reduced rate on certain income types earned within the United States. And these reduced rates and exemptions vary among countries and specific income types. Select all that apply to you. You can claim any future income type that you may plan to earn from Google products. So since services ang ating isi-select, na ang source is AdSense, i-click natin ito. Pero we cannot proceed if we are not going to select the provision that will support this claim. We click Article 8 and Paragraph 1 of the Tax Treaty. Tapos dito, pinapaselect tayo kung anong tax rates ang i-choose natin. So of course, alangan na pipiliin mo yung default rate, which is 30%. What's the use of claiming the tax treaty? For me, I prefer to choose the zero or reduced rates. Yan. So after choosing those preferences, makikita natin yung reason. Nandito, yung the name of the creator meets the terms of the treaty article. Sabi niya dito, as a tax resident of the country identified in the tax identity section, the individual identified in the tax identity section meets required terms of the treaty, doesn't have a permanent establishment in the United States, and doesn't perform independent personal services in the US. Click lang natin ito. So doon sa mga hindi masyadong expert sa taxation, of course sasakit yung mga ulo ninyo kasi parang alien yung tax treaty sa inyong mga kukuti. So just click this and then just click next, so that we can now proceed to step number 4, which is the document preview. So after filling up steps 1 to 4, ito na yung W-8BAN na partial document preview. Click natin para matignan kung ano na yung nakalagay sa W-8BAN na form. This is in a PDF format, guys. Tignan na natin kung paano yung presentation ng ating W-8BAN form na it will be submitted to the ito na siya, guys. Ayun. 'Di ba? The only problem that I can see in here is that doon sa permanent residence address, we click the name of province, but in the form we cannot see the name of province, just the name of the municipality and the postal code together with the name of the Philippines. I just don't know, because I believe I correctly filled up the details of our tax information, pero ito lang yung nag-appear sa ating W-8BAN form. So if we agree on all the data that is being presented in the W-8BAN form, just click I confirm. So i-confirm na natin, check this, I confirm that I have reviewed the generated tax documents. Pero for purposes of presentation, click lang natin yung form W-8BAN, yung default format ng W-8BAN form. Ito yung default format. The only difference is that wala po siyang entries doon sa claim of tax treaty benefits o blanco. Kasi nga ito yung default format, walang claims ng tax treaty benefits. So going back to the form, since kino-confirm natin na tama naman yung nilalaman ng ating PDF, just click next for the certification. Certification na under penalties or perjury, you are declaring that you have examined the information na pre-provide mo sa form to the best of your knowledge and belief. It is true, correct, and complete. So eto siya. So sinecertify mo siya. So by affixing your signature, i-encode mo lang yung full legal name mo. So ano ba yung full legal name mo? Ilagay mo dyan. Yan. So kapag nailagay mo dyan, ang susunod na tinatanong is, are you the person listed in the signature section? Of course, you just select yes. I am the person listed in the signature section and completing this form on my own behalf. So click next. So after clicking next, the browser will lead you to another question that says in there, has the individual or entity identified in the tax identity section perform any activities and services for Google within the US? Click mo lang yung US kasi nga you are rendering any activities or services for Googles within the US. Yung mga ito, nire-refer nito yung mga viewers mo na mga galing sa United States. So just click yes. I believe tama yan. But correct me if I'm wrong, just comment in the comment section. Tapos nandito yung status change affidavit kung may mga changes. So sabi dito, are you providing tax info for a new or existing payment profile that hasn't received payments, or existing payment profile that has previously received payments? I-choose natin ito. Kasi we are providing tax info for a new or existing payment profile that hasn't received payments. Kasi hindi pa naman tayo nakaka-receive ng payments. So, natapos na natin guys na na-fill upan lahat. Nandito na yung button na submit. So, pag wala nang error, wala nang correction, wala nang magre-red sa taas, just click submit. Okay? So, from there, at that instant, marireceive natin kaagad yung approval. At ito yung makikita natin. Asan na yan? Pag na-click natin yung submit form, ito yung makikita natin guys. So more or less yung step 1 is with tax identity. Makikita mo doon yung pangalan mo, yung customer country, Philippines, yung pinilap mong tax identification number, yung address mo. Ito, tama naman yung nilagay natin na address. May name of barangay, yung municipality or city, province, zip code, and the name of the country. Tax treaty, pag nag-claim ka ng tax treaty. Tapos document preview, papa-preview sa atin kung tama ba yung mga na-fill up doon sa form. And then certification, certifying that yung na-fill up mo na data doon sa W-8BN form is true and correct to the best of your knowledge and belief. Tapos yung 6, activities and services performed in US and affidavit. So, yun. After that, i-click lang natin yung submit. So, ang makikita natin, wala na. Once na na-submit mo na yung form, ito na yung United States Tax Information. Guys, tignan natin. Form W-8BAN, status approved, submitted March 10, 2021. Submitted, of course, submitted by the YouTube creator. Tax forms and withholding tax rates. Tapos yung withholding tax treaty rates, 0% na claim natin. Ayan. So, yun lang guys. Tapos na nating na-fill upan yung tapos na nating i-update ang ating tax information. And hindi na tayo matataksan ng 24% sa total earnings natin worldwide.